There's a seventh and final way to organizational flourishing at your church. And here at Align, we call it the Congregational Journey. And if you've watched the other videos about the 7 ways to organizational flourishing, you might have been wondering all along, so when does the congregation come into this picture? And I hope you can see by this point how every aspect that contributes to organizational flourishing, whether it's your identity or the leadership level with the style of leadership, which we call rehumanizing, and the way you pursue clarity together and plan the future proactively, even as you have team members who join you and you empower them through the team member journey, and you help them to capture clarity through playbook wisdom so that they are better able to do their work. In a way, all of that is so that you're able to lead the congregation in their journey with the church. And as you might expect, there are 2 ditches that you could go to with this, actually, probably with any of these, but the 2 ditches I think are probably pretty relevant here in case you're wondering what it means to lead the congregational journey. You could not lead the congregational journey at all, and either the church struggles to grow, or if it grows, people really aren't involved at all. They maybe come to a sermon every now and then. I say to a sermon, to a service. As you'll notice, some people do come to a sermon. They'll slip in late and they'll leave early. But there's, it's kind of too little involvement. There could be too much attempting to lead the congregational journey, where there's an over-programmatizing of the church, where everything is at least attempting to plan everyone's time throughout the week, and to let people know exactly how you'd like them to get involved and make all their decisions for them. Of course, it's possible, in other words, to go to both extremes. But in my experience, most churches could probably be thoughtful about the congregational journey, particularly because as the church, it is your role to take the healthy lead in what that relationship journey looks like, even to have a sense in mind of what you're heading toward. What I would call the integrated member, which is kind of an idea that you could probably think through on behalf of your own church. So I hope that these 7 ways have been helpful to you, even just to think of as ideas. I hope they've already triggered thoughts in your mind about how the things that can go really well in the life of your church, the things that can get really funky or sideways, or even dysfunctional in the life of your church, they're all connected to these 7 ways, at least in my experience. There are other things that can be challenging that might be bookkeeping related or something like that. But as I've worked alongside churches and many other kinds of organizations, this is what I've learned. These are the 7 ways that will either unlock the flourishing of your church through some intentionality and help on some occasions, or that can prevent the flourishing of the people connected to your church, and can even create some distraction or even dysfunction. So I encourage you to lean into the 7 ways as they're helpful to you. And even if you need help, please feel free to reach out. We'd love to help.